Hi guys, and welcome to another unboxing and first impressions. Today we're unboxing a new Kickstarter brand called Biotic Watches and their debut model that's gonna be launching on Kickstarter sometime in June, I believe. I'll leave the link in the description for the page where you can sign up to get notified once they launch, because they are gonna have a special pricing where this watch is gonna be $3.99 in the early bird, and later the retail price is gonna be $5.99. So let's open and see what their first model looks like. The name Biotic Watches means that their lineups are gonna be inspired by nature. And this first model, called Formicidae, is actually inspired by ants, because Formicidae are a group of insects where all the ants belong to. So let's open this outer packaging. You get this traveling pouch, which is made out of some kind of fabric like nylon, what you have backpacks from. You have the leather keepers, or should I say straps, and let's open it. Here there's a lot of empty places that you're probably gonna get once you buy the watch, probably tools or something. Over here we have, I believe, a warranty card. Yup, Biotic Watches. Okay, let's move this way, and they've packed the watch separate from the bracelet. So let's take out the watch and take out the bracelet. This has been already sized, probably from the last reviewer. Okay, move this away. Get this out of the way, and here's the bracelet. Let me zoom in. Solid links, solid end links, and you get quick release pins for easy taking off and putting on. The bracelet seems to have a brushed finish with this bead blasted central links. It's an H-link type of bracelet. Comes with a machined clasp, and yes, an on-the-fly adjustment. So you pull this and you can pull it out. This is the same one we've seen on Zelos and some other brands like Christopher Ward. I love these. If you follow my channel, you know I can't live without these types of bracelets. Now let's take a look at the watch, and here it is. A watch inspired by ants. It's supposed to be a field watch with a compass bezel. And look at this dial. The dial really has this 3D look to it, with the markers sunken into the dial. I really do like it. It's very simple, yet very legible. The hands are pretty long. They seem to have a brushed finish. All the hands are long. The seconds hand, the minute, the hour, and the lume seems to be like this sand colored, or it's a tint of green, but mostly I think it's sand colored. The watch comes with both of these crowns made as a screwing crown. This one is probably for the movement. Let's test it. Yup. You wind the movement, and the movement is a Miyota 9015, meaning 28,800 BPH, both hand winding and hacking. So as you can see, I can stop the seconds hand when I want to set up the time. It has a date at 6 o'clock. A quick set date function, as you would expect. Very nice. It comes in a range of colors. I believe there's going to be a green one, a red one, a gray one, and this one, the brown, or whatever you want to call it. It's a very nice color, and to be honest, it's my favorite one. The dial really looks amazing here. I wonder how it's gonna look under macro. So as usual, I will be doing a full review. This is just the unboxing and first impressions. The case itself is 39 millimeters in diameter, excluding the crowns. It's 47 lug to lug, and it's 12 millimeters thick. And here you even have some kind of a picture. Very cool. That kind of hides the movement a bit. It comes with a sapphire crystal, 200 meter water resistant. The crystal does have AR coating, but on the inside only, just the way I like it. The case does look very interesting and unique. Look, even the bezel has this, as you have these indentations on the sides of the case, even the bezel has that same indentation. Very original look. Everything is pretty much brushed, as you can see, and bead blasted. Very nice to complement the bracelet. The second crown should operate the inner compass. Yup, And I love this feature. Why? Because once you set it up and you start to screw it in, you actually disconnect from the compass, so you're not going to be moving it accidentally. So once you push it in, as you can see, the compass doesn't move, and then you can screw in the crown, and the compass is going to stay in place. Now allow me a minute just to put the bracelet on. We're going to put it on my wrist, but given the dimensions, it should look pretty much perfect. And we're going to do a lume shot, and that's going to be it for today. So allow me a minute just to put it on the bracelet. Okay, and we're back, and it really was a breeze to put this on thanks to these quick release pins. With the bracelet, the watch, it does look even better. I love that the finish of the bracelet follows the finish of the case, making for a very cohesive design. I also love these twin crowns because the watch, as you can see, is pretty much perfectly symmetrical, something I always like. Okay, let me put it on my 6.7 inch wrist. It hasn't been sized for my wrist, but we'll just hold it like this. And here it is on my 6.7 inch wrist. As you can see, the 47mm lug-to-lug is the true lug-to-lug of the watch because of the female end links. The thickness is not too thick, and it really does look interesting with these indentations as well as the twin crowns. It has a tool look to it, while this dial really does look like a work of art, and I can't wait to see it under macro. Okay, let's do a lume shot and call it for today. Let's charge the watch for a few seconds. Put it back to the camera, let the camera focus, zoom in, and turn off the light to see how this sand colored lume glows. And there we go, and it actually glows pretty well. This is now becoming a standard. Usually sand colored lumes were pretty bad at actually luming or illuminating, but in recent, I believe 3 or 4 watches that I reviewed that have the sand colored lume, the lume was really good, so making me think that the formula for these faux patina lumes is actually getting better and better. And as you can see, even the compass bezel has some lume on the main sides of the world. Very cool. Let's turn it on. Okay, like I said, stay tuned for the full review after I spend some time with the watch, but I do like it already. It's very original, it's unlike anything I've seen so far, and it's my type of watch. Not too large, very legible, very symmetrical, really well made, but we'll see that under macro. And I really do like this case shape and the bezel shape, the indentation that it follows, the indentations of these. You also have drilled lugs, so even if you don't have the quick release pins on your strap, changing it is not going to be an issue. I believe this will look pretty good even on a leather strap or a NATO, but I always prefer watches on bracelets. They kind of seem indestructible to me, so I actually will be wearing this as it is. Very nice. And look at the depth of the dial while the compass bezel is raised, almost touching the crystal. It probably is. Very nice. Okay, well, that's it when it comes to this unboxing and first impressions. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, check them out via the link in the description because you get a lot of savings if you join their Kickstarter campaign, which will probably launch soon. That's it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.